So you're not into superheroes, huh? It's okay. I forgive you. But that doesn't mean that there aren't comic books for you. Here are comic books for people who aren't into superheroes. Not everybody likes superheroes. Superhero movies have dominated and flooded the box office for like what, 20 years now, and some people are getting kind of tired of it, and some people may not be aware that comics. There are comic books out there that are more than just uh, superheroes. The superhero genre of comic books are obviously the most popular. They're what reinvigorated the industry back in 1939, 38, and it's been that way ever since. But there are a lot of options for comic books out there for people that just aren't into superheroes, and I want to give you my recommendations for those books. So, the first one I want to talk about, I love superheroes. I mean, as you can tell, I've only spoke about superheroes so far on this channel, but I love superheroes. But every now and then I'll dive into a comic book that just looks interesting to me, and man, I love this book so much. Murder Falcon. Bro, let me tell you, this comic is amazing. It's about this dude named Jake, who's a guitar player, and his band broke up, and he's having some hard times right now. Life's hard, relationships hard, everything's hard, and he gets visited by this dude, Murder Falcon, who is a giant heavy metal falcon with a metal arm, who likes to party. And dude, he tells him that Jake is needed. Only he can help him defeat the forces of evil, and they've got to put their band together to be able to do that. And man, if you like metal, if you like music, and you like just good heartfelt stories, you need to get Murder Falcon. It's written by one of my favorite writers and artists in the industry right now, Daniel Warren Johnson. Dude, that dude is talented, man. He can tell a great story, and his artwork is very unique, and it's so detailed. Oh my gosh, just look at some of these pages he's done. He's very freaking cool. And because of Murder Falcon, I'm a Daniel Warren Johnson fan for life. I'm looking into his other books to see what they're like. But Murder Falcon is top shelf, man. It's very good stuff. If you're into science fiction, I highly recommend Descender, written by Jeff Lemire, with art by Dustin Nguyen. Not everybody's super big into Dustin Nguyen's art. It's kind of, some people dig it right away. For others, it's kind of an acquired taste. But this, let me tell you, man, Jeff Lemire, he's another one of the best writers in the industry right now. And he is telling a fantastic story. Descender is just 100% pure awesome science fiction, and it's so good. I can't say enough good things about how good Descender is, man. It is a great book, and anytime somebody asks me what's a good comic to read, I'm all the time saying Descender. So here I am again telling you to read Descender. If you're not into science fiction, maybe you're more of a horror person, I recommend Frankenstein Alive Alive, by Steve Niles and Bernie Wrightson. dude, if you don't know who Bernie Wrightson is, you are missing out on some fantastic artwork. This guy was a legend. He sadly passed away not long ago. But his legacy in comics is going to live on for as long as we're around, because this dude is one of the greatest artists that's ever lived. You know, I talk about how Daniel Warren Johnson is detailed. Daniel Warren Johnson's detailed, but he's not Bernie Wrightson detailed. Bernie Wrightson, man, he is insanely detailed. I just want to show you this one panel right here where he is just like in this lab. Look at all this stuff, man. It's crazy. Artwork in comic books is one of the, or artwork in general, is something that I can truly like be impressed by, because I can't draw stuff worth crap. I can barely draw a circle, right? But seeing great art in comics, it just blows me away, and nothing blows me away like Bernie Wrightson's stuff. It's just incredible, and it's a different take on Frankenstein, on the monster of Frankenstein. And you know, I mean, this doesn't look like, you know, Frankenstein, right? It looks like some corpse thing, but it's just, I loved it, and I wish that there was more of it. So check that book out. Highly recommend it. I've got this super nice hardback edition of it that my wife got me for Christmas, and I cherish this book. I love it so much. If you're into martial arts, you need to read Firepower. Holy crap, dude. This book was great. I don't think this book's even out yet. I think the coronavirus delayed it, because I've got this advanced edition that my comic shop just gave to me because I'm cool. And so this is written by Robert Kirkman, who created The Walking Dead and Outcast and Invincible and all that stuff. And I'm not a huge fan of Outcast, and not a huge fan of Oblivion Song, another book currently by Robert Kirkman. I like Walking Dead, but Firepower, man, it was so good. The artwork by Chris Samney, another great artist. This is just going to be a fun book. So they're releasing volume 1. It's this trade paperback prelude before they release the comic. And I think they might actually come out on the same day. It was supposed to be a free comic book day thing, and they didn't have free comic book day. So that'll probably get reworked, and I don't know how they're going to do it. But when this comes out, you should buy it. It is freaking good. I very much look forward to the rest of it. If you like Westerns, this is another comic that just came out. Bass Reeves. So this is from Allegiance Arts, and they are currently only in Walmart. You can find them in the book section, book and magazine section of Walmart. They may not be in every Walmart, but they're in like 3,500 Walmarts across the nation. But this is Bass Reeves. I did not know this. Was actually the first black U.S. Marshal ever. I mean, he was a real dude. And so this is a comic about this guy. And this first issue, I loved a lot. It was great. I didn't expect a lot from it, honestly. I just bought it because I wanted to get these #1s of this new company that came out. You know, you never know when the next Ninja Turtles is going to happen. And so I wanted to get this and the other 3. And man, this was a good book. I liked it a lot. It's got some John Wick vibes to it. It's pretty cool. If you like action and adventure and fantasy, buddy, you just need to be reading Conan the Barbarian. For the longest time, you know, I liked Conan movies. But for the longest time, I never touched a Conan comic book because I was like, I'm not into that. But in the last couple years, dude, Conan is freaking awesome. I love reading Conan comics because he's just a gnarly, savage dude. And you know, they're not all great, but they're all fun. They're all fun reads. And if you're into romance, the Dark Horse Conan the Barbarian series, make sure it's the Barbarian, not Conan of Samaria or Conan. But the Dark Horse Conan the Barbarian series is all about Conan and his lady, Belit, I believe her name is. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But I'm not through with it yet. I recently acquired it from this seller online that I follow. But I'm almost to the end of it. And it's good stuff, man. It's very cool. It's a little different than classic Marvel Conan. But it's still pretty cool. And the current Conan the Barbarian series that Marvel is putting out right now, it has actually been very good. I was very pleasantly surprised. It's kind of what got me into Conan comics. Issue number 4 is one of my favorite comics that I've ever read. It's great. Good stuff. So there you have it. There's some comics that you can check out if you're not into superheroes. And if you have any other recommendations, drop them in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you thought. And until next time, take it easy.